Hello. Yes, mom. I would like to have dosa. Okay, mom. Yeah. Yes, I'm going to have dosa right now. What about you? This is Prakash Dasari. I'm going to take Science 6 Standard. Right? So, our first chapter it deals with food and where does the food come from. Maybe before that we should ask about this one. What have you had last night, or maybe right now in morning what you had? Some of you might say that you had a bakri, or maybe some of you might say that last night I had a non-veg, and some says that I had a veg. We had a veg, right? So when I talk about this veg and non-veg, there are many dishes in them, right? When I talk about non-veg, this is we can say that in non-veg chicken curry is there, egg curry is there, and again of course now right now egg is in vegetarian, so fish is there. These are the varieties of non-veg dishes, right? And when we talk about veg dishes also, paneer is there, paneer chili is there, and after that when we talk about palak, right, or maybe cauliflower, so these are the varieties. So if I ask 30 people who are in front of me, if I ask you what you had, then you would say 30 different dishes, right? So we are going to talk about food variety right now. How does this food variety depends, or on what basis it depends, right? So food variety depends upon the location of the place where we are living. Basically, if I am staying near the coastal area, obviously I would be having more of fishes and rice, right? If I am staying in a hilly area, then the food which is suitable over there, or the food which is grown over there most of the time, I would be having that food. So in Gujarat also, if I'm staying right now in Gujarat, what do we eat most of the time? Gujarati people, they eat what? They eat khichdi, right? And they eat rotis, chapatis most of the time. But in south, when we see in south, we can see they eat rice a lot, right? So there are different food varieties present in different location. According to that location they eat, their it becomes their favorite food, or the most of the time which is grown, the crop which is grown over there, they eat that food. When we talk about food, or when we talk about a special dish or a dish, we have to think about, like an example, if we talk about a mutton curry, or if we talk about palak. In both the cases, if I talk about mutton curry, which is non-veg, it has so many ingredients in it. Ingredients are ingredients. What are ingredients? I am going to tell you within short time. When I am talking about mutton, it has what? Mutton pieces. Apart from that, it has oil and different sorts of things, right? And when I'm talking about palak also has oil, water, and after that masala and etc., right? So this masala or this oil and etc., this all are ingredients. This all, it comes under ingredients. And what is the definition of ingredient? Ingredient, it says that any of the food or substance that are combined to make a particular dish. Any substance which combine together and make a particular dish, it is known as what? Ingredients. Sometimes it happens that one or two ingredients combine together to make a dish, and sometimes it happens that more than 10 or more than 5 ingredients, they come together and they make a special dish. When we are talking about two ingredients, we can say that rice and water, when we put these two together, we make a rice. Some people, they keep salt also in it, right? But many times we do not keep a salt also, right? So only two ingredients can make a dish. When we talk about multiple, we can see that example of paneer, palak or paneer or whatever it is. Oil is used, masala is used, spices is used, right? Water is used again. So these all are ingredients. Multiple ingredients are used to make that stuff. So that dish is a multi ingredient dish, and the one rice and this one is only a 2 or 3 ingredient dish, right? Come to our 1.2 part, which is food materials and sources. From where does we get this food, and what are the sources of this food, right? We basically kept this one into two parts, like one would be our animal part and one would be plant. One is plant and its product, and another one is what? Animal and its product. So when we talk about plant and its product, we can see idli. It's an item, and we get an ingredient from for making idli. We need what? Rice, urad dal, salt, and water. And the sources for them is what? Plant. When we talk about chicken curry, non-veg, right? To make that chicken curry, what we need? Chicken, spices, oil, and oil, ghee, or water, right? So what are the sources of that? Animal and animal product, or plant and plant product. When we talk about kheer, milk, rice, and sugar, these three things are important, right? So milk comes from animal, rice, and rice comes from plants product. So in this way, there are different there are different ways through which we get our food. When we talk about fish curry, also fish comes from animal, and again the itineraries or ingredients which are present in it, it might be from animal or it might be from plant. So there are different ways we can study. When I go below, we can see that animal provide us milk, meat products, and egg. Cow, goat, and buffalo are some common animals which provide us what? Milk. And milk products like butter, cream, cheese, and curds are used all over the world. These are the products which are from animals, and they give us this. Now we are going to study about plant parts and animal product as food. When we talk about plant parts, there are different parts in plants. We'll go with the top order. Above we can see that flower is present. Below that we can see fruit. We can see stem, leaf, node, internode, bud. From flower till the bud we call it as a shoot system, which is the aerial part of the ground. Now when we go below, we can see that primary root and secondary root are present. This primary root and secondary root, they are beneath the ground, so they are known as what? Root system. This root system, they go against the sun, which is below, and this shoot system, it goes towards the sun. Now when we talk about these parts of the plant, we can see that all the parts